Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Karl Sandall. I'm the Group Chief Executive of the TaxAssist Group. And with me, I have Darren Moore, who is our Group Commercial Director, Chartered Accountant, responsible for the network and all our staff and all our partners' compliance ability to look after our small clients well. We're sitting here in our respective homes on the last Friday afternoon of January 2021. So 2020 been one hell of a year, as we all know, with the COVID-19 matters. And we've been working so hard to look after our franchisees and to help our nearly 100,000 clients across the UK navigate their way through these difficult times. And I think we've seen that our clients have needed us more than ever last year. And I just wondered, Darren, if you could just sort of share with us and the viewers what your thoughts are on the accounting services that are going to be needed by small businesses, starting from now, really, as we progress through 2021 and beyond.
Yeah, thanks for that, Karl. So we are at the end of January 2021, a very busy January for our network, probably the busiest I would say they've ever had, and that's for a lot of reasons, including the needs of their clients and the demands from their clients, and they are changing. And they are increasing, and certainly COVID has accelerated those changes. So we've always seen compliance services being a big part of what we do, and that continues. But we've started to see clients look for help in different ways, and we're seeing that trend, I think, across the small business sector. Small businesses have had to cope with a huge amount of change. It's been an extraordinarily difficult time for us all, and that continues to a certain extent, although there is light at the end of the tunnel. But business owners are doing what they need to do to get help. So they're reaching out to their accountants and asking their accountants to help them in different ways. And that includes all of the compliance work that we've always done. But increasingly, it's about working with them to support their business, to understand what their business is doing, to help them understand how they can access finance, to help them plan for the future, to help them make key business decisions. So it's an exciting time for us, actually. I think we have seen demand change over the last 6 months. We've done a huge amount to communicate and help our clients. We've needed to do that as a profession, as a business. But I think we're seeing those relationships we've created really underpin ever more demand. So I think the next 12, 24 months will see that trend continue. We will see more demand, and clients do need us.
And what do you think will be the sort of the main areas of the government support that small business owners and indeed our accountants should be concentrating on with our clients?
I think there's probably a few areas. I think the first important point for everybody is not to miss opportunities. That's increasingly difficult actually for many, because there's been a huge range of different funding options coming out from the government. Some of them very well publicised. So things like furloughing, everyone knows about furloughing, and some of the self-employment support schemes that are out there. And absolutely, accountants can help provide access to those funds and support accessing those funds. But increasingly, as we go through this response from the government, there are more fundings being focused at a very focused local level and at a sector level. So I think probably the most important point for anyone out there, really, any small business, is to think about how you access those funds. Make sure you stay close to your local council. Make sure you stay close to your accountants. Our role throughout this has been to try to translate all of this confusion, all of these schemes, ideas, things that are completely new to us, new to business owners. And it's hard for us. We've got a strong, dedicated team here that does nothing but follow what's happening out there to make sure our clients and our franchisees can understand that. You imagine that from a small business perspective. So staying aware of what's out there, keeping in touch through the likes of ourselves to make sure you spot opportunities, absolutely key. Also look at other long-term funding that the government is backing. So things like bounce back loans and coronavirus interruption loan schemes, really important for businesses in terms of funding their long-term futures. Again, talking to their accountants, talking to professionals around how they plan for that is important, but lots of important schemes out there. But the challenge for us, Karl, is it's continuing to change. We've sent out 84 individual updates to our network in the last 12 months. I've sent them out personally to however many thousands of recipients each day in some cases, because things are changing and those schemes will continue, they will change, they will transition as things start to ease. So it's important that people stay in touch with us, stay in touch with those schemes, so they make sure they're getting opportunities as and when they arise.
So for our potential franchisees that may be watching this interview between you and I, obviously we say that these potential franchisees, if they become franchisees, will become the small business champions in their local community. And for them, there's a good work-life balance there. So what words of encouragement would you give to our potential franchisees watching this about joining us at this time and becoming that respected local accountant looking after small businesses?
It's an interesting one, isn't it? We're in very difficult times, uncharted territory. And I've been an accountant all my life. I've been in practice all my life. I would say, hand on heart, I've never seen a better time in many ways to be a small practitioner, which sounds crazy, doesn't it, in these difficult times? But everything we see demonstrates that clients need us more than ever. They need somebody to talk to. It's a really tough, lonely place being a small business owner or being an individual that's trying to manage your tax affairs and plan for the future. That they will have to reach out for help. So I would say to anyone thinking about starting a practice, practice is relationship based. People deal with people. Our opportunity is to support our clients, to get to know them, to work with them, to understand them, and then help them through these difficult times and sell an ever increasing range of services to them. And we're a very broad offering in terms of what we can do. We are that almost one-stop shop, aren't we, in terms of what we can do for our clients. Now's that opportunity to build a practice, because one thing I've learned over the 28, 29 years of being an accountant, that the main driver for opportunity for me in my life in practice has always been change. Change drives concern from a client's perspective or a prospective client's perspective, and it drives a need for help. And that's what we're going to see, not just through COVID, and let's hope we get out the other side of that, but on an ongoing basis. There's a massive amount of debt that's created. That will mean that tax policy and a whole host of things around it will have to change. That change creates uncertainty and it creates demand. So that's where the opportunities, I think, for new franchisees and existing franchisees, understanding their clients, working with their clients, dealing with that change, helping their clients get the best from it. So challenging times, but I think very exciting times as well.
Thank you, Darren. Well, to our viewers watching this, if you're thinking about running your own accountancy practice for small businesses and you're interested in the TaxAssist model, please visit the website that should be on the screen now. Make contact with us. We'll be happy to discuss it with you, talk it through, show you our business model. We've still got lots of really good areas around the UK waiting to have a small business champion, a TaxAssist accountant office in the area. So do get in touch. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for listening to us, and take care and stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Darren.